Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Ginga Eiyuu Densetsu episode 61. Whoa, 2 Gingas in 2 days? What sorcery is this? Oh, I forgot about the paper pals. Come here, space boys. You get in frame. Yeah, spacey boys in the frame. Alright. So, yeah, I've got the time. We're gonna do a Ginga. Nice. I look really bright. Oh, it's because it's like the exact time of day when the sun is like right there, and so it's shining directly in through my blinds. It's kind of rough. I'll have to figure that out in post, whatever. Anyway, Ginga Eiyuu Densetsu, episode 61. Last time on Ginga. I actually remember it because it was yesterday. How nice is that? It's nice. It's really nice. Robin Hood made some moves. Sherwood made their move to Zapapa to grab some new ships and some new men, and they encouraged some other former Alliance soldiers to join them, and some of them went along with it, which is kind of cool. So their forces are expanding. However, this has some ramifications because, well, the Alliance government is trying very hard not to fuck with the Empire government because they don't want to get totally and utterly crushed, even though they already have been, really. So they're basically just going along with whatever the Imperial government says. And the Empire is kind of looking for any excuse, specifically Oberstein is looking for any excuse to try to eliminate the threat that Yang Wenli poses, because he does pose a threat to them. They just don't have any evidence that he's actually acting to make any of these things happen, but they have arrested Yang and brought him in without any evidence, just on rumors spread by people who are trying to fuck with him. On the rumor that he has instigated this capture of all these ships. So, that's probably not good, but we're gonna have to see how it actually plays out. The other big thing that was revealed in the last episode was the identity of the red-haired, attractive lady who Julian met a couple of episodes ago. She is Shenkop's daughter, his estranged daughter. That makes a lot of sense. She's a good fighter, she's real good looking, she's got them Shenkop genes, you know? So that's interesting. I'm really hoping that she and Julian grow closer together. I think they will, since she is featured in the ED, and there was a lot of emphasis put on their very, very short meeting. So I think they will. I'm hoping they will, because I like her already. I already really like her. I have a thing for redheads, just to be totally honest with you. I've got kind of a thing for redheads. Both of my first girlfriends were redheads, and that does things to you, you know? So, anyway. That's an aside. Just stuff, real quick. If you like it, go ahead and like it. If you're not subbed and you want more, you can do that. And if you are subbed, and if you dislike it, go ahead and dislike it, sure. And if you are subbed and you're not getting my videos, perhaps the bell can help. Stay, okay. If you really like this content, or you want a week's worth of Ginga, or depending on how often I record them, more than a week, but it's 7 episodes. I'm always 7 episodes ahead on Ginga Eiyuu Densetsu of whatever is released on YouTube. So, if you want 7 more, patreon.com/Teeaboo is a place where you can go to throw me a few bucks, and I can turn that into food, and I can give you Discord access and early access to a bunch of content in exchange for that food. It's a good deal. So, I want to head over there. I don't know. Let's get into the Ginga. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, then you probably want to hit the links in the description, go to one of the places where you can view the reaction portion of this video, because this video will just be the discussion portion, and so then just come back here for the discussion afterward, once you've watched the reaction part. Okay? Okay. Peace. Oh, this episode was amazing. there was that really dope, like, car chase type thing with it was at like 11 minutes. We're gonna go and look at it. But with the Shenkop and the other Rosenritter on the top roofs of their cars with RPGs, like, oh, it was so cool. The philosophy was laid on thick in this episode. This whole idea of, is it worth sacrificing the rights of individuals in order to save a nation if that nation is one that sacrifices the rights of individuals? Like, at that point, what's the point of that nation anymore? You know? Like, especially if it's going to call itself a democracy. Okay, so here's that scene. Oh my goodness. The way this this Jeep, it's basically a Jeep, bounces around on the road and like swerves is just amazing. I love it. Also, I think wow, okay, so I was thinking that perhaps what they had done was a little clever cost-saving trick where they used the first Jeep that comes through to sort of block most of the view of the second Jeep and had used the same animation for the second one, but it's a completely different set of cells. It's completely separate. So you see how this one hits and then bounces, right? The second one doesn't. Second one hits and then swerves like that. And then they come into line. And then the third one is barely shown. And we get the reveal of Shenkop with RPG. Which is fantastic. And then they swerve out of the way and let the others go ahead. I love the oomph of these rockets as they sort of come out and do like an air bounce on their way to smashing up these cars. And then there's this amazing scene where like half a car goes, also the smoke, the smoke effects from these explosions are all hand done. I mean, everything's hand done, but they're just fantastic. You can see how many layers are in play here. Really fantastic. And then they whoosh through. And the way the Jeeps are always sort of jockeying for position and swerving. Pull up alongside. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Pew. Blow this car up. Blow the people straight out of it. And then this half of the car goes just flying with smoke trailing out of it, hitting another one, and then explodes. That's fantastic. Can't. The fire is awesome. Man, they really capture his sort of terror right there. That's so great. I love it. I love it so much. And then this shot of Shenkop with just the RPG over his shoulder. like it ain't no thing. Woo! Ooh, buddy. They have a fantastic conversation. And we bring back this idea of the politicians constantly forcing others to sacrifice themselves for their own gain, you know, or for their own survival. Parasites, right? And he's been kind of trying to be a good dude. He's trying to do the right thing, but his idea of what the right thing is a bit skewed by his own desires and his own needs. So, yikes. Shenkop's so condescending. I love it. I love it. I love justified condescension. It's so good. So good. This was an awesome episode. I thoroughly enjoyed every minute of it, and if we're going to keep going at this kind of pace, the narrator said that the turmoil caused by this breakout will go on into tomorrow, so interesting. I'm up for that. Absolutely. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Let me see, was there anything else particularly interesting? I don't think so. I love the way that Lennonkampf, like, responds, because we know that response is part of the plan, but we don't know quite how. And it seems to me like I'm I'm guessing that the plan was to sneak in sort of under the guise of, like, if all of these Imperial soldiers are gathering around the place where Yang is being kept, then the plan is to sneak in under the guise of them. And I think that they were probably in that helicopter that we saw so many times, because there was a lot of camera focus on that one helicopter going by. I don't know, though. In any case, awesome episode. Really good. Really a lot of fun. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Ginga Densetsu, episode 61. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, and as always, I hope to catch you in the next one, whenever that may be. Hopefully tomorrow. I'll really try to get it done tomorrow. Peace.